it up. But Roti, let's move on to this next one real quick.
All right, let's get it.
Can you see that?
Has sexual liberation positively impacted women today? Ooh.
Has sexual liberation
Wow.
positively impact women today? With all this sexual liberation they got going on, and
Okay.
you know, back in the day, you know, and even today, you know, that modesty pocket that our grandparents grew up under, our great grandparents grew up under, and some of our parents, depending on where they grew up at, and who choose to still uphold it, you know, that modesty pocket, that a lot of our families grew up under, it's not really there no more.
Yeah, it's a new day, brother.
Don't get me wrong. You have some grandmothers who still look at their granddaughters with that side eye when they see them in certain things, and they see them acting a certain way, and the respect is still there.
Yeah,
you know. And then you got some grandparents who is just as worse than the grandkids.
It's true.
They living out here just like the grandkids.
Gallivanting.
You know, they out here gallivanting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sexual liberation has came with, you know, a lot of that. A lot of the old school losing the morals, the ethics. Sexual liberation has came with that. Why? Because you have now had a class of women, and what I mean by class is I don't mean by, you know, one decade. I just mean you have a group of women who have been pushing for women to be able to do whatever they want, whenever they want.
Yeah.
It's my body, my choice.
Yeah.
And things of that nature. And not only if men stand up against it, you know, it's definitely an issue. Every time a man stands up for modesty on a woman, it's you trying to put us back in slavery. You know, I'm not a slave.
Yeah.
You trying to control my body and things of that nature.
Yeah.
So when you look at now, matter of fact, I did a retweet that pissed a lot of women off on social media. Not too long ago. Okay. I say a woman asks if your girl wore this, and she pretty much ain't have nothing on. If your girl wore this out in the open, I wish I would have saved it because I should have put it up. If your girl wore this out in the open, would you be mad? Or would you allow her to wear it, or you insecure? You have a problem with it.
Okay, got you.
So I said, why every time a man stands up against what he want his woman or his wife, because she stated it, if a wife did it, you know, why every time a man stands up against his wife and say, nah, she know better than that, or no, she ain't doing that, he always got to be insecure. He don't let her come outside looking like she worked for the street.
Yeah.
It's if you don't let your woman come outside wearing anything she wants to, if you don't let her show all the skin she want to show, if you don't let her come outside with all the short this and short that on, you insecure. Yeah. Because you don't want your woman out here dressing like that.
Ooh-wee. Yeah, I know you had a lot of them, man, in your comments on my brother.
Well, obviously, because if you look at the TL, you see what a lot of them wear.
Because we're gonna put up TL.
Matter of fact, you see what a lot of them don't wear.
Because we're gonna put up TL later, ain't we, brother?
And
are we gonna put it up later?
Yeah, we're gonna pull up the we're gonna pull up the TL.
We gonna show y'all for yourself because facts, bro.
So obviously with the uprise of OnlyFans,
okay,
which a lot of women have jumped into the OnlyFans game.
Yeah.
Whether it's just because it's something that they like to do because they like being sexually liberated and just the money is a byproduct of it.
Yeah.
And a lot of them jumped into it because it was, you know, at the time I ain't have no work and this I never thought that I'd be showing it, but hey man, I gotta make some money. I'm showing.
Yeah. Hey, that's right.
I ain't standing up waiting for no guard to give me nothing.
Yeah.
I'm showing it and I ain't worrying about it. I just have to deal with that on the other side.
Yeah.
You know. Now this whole, you know, let me show it sexual, you know, liberation movement of current, you know, has it impacted women positively in your mind?
In my mind.
In your mind. Just in your mind.
Well, this is how I answer that. I believe, you know, since we talk about women, you know, of course it goes for men too, but like women you should be able to do whatever you want. You know what I mean? And like it kind of all ties into what we were talking about earlier, actually, how, you know, bring the point home. It depends on the woman. Now, you know, if you want to be out there and let's just say, you know, be liberated sexually, you want to, you know, because it's funny because I was at the J earlier and these women was talking, you know, my coworkers, they was talking amongst each other. You know, we was all talking, and one of my coworkers said her dude asked her before they got together what the body count was, and her first thing was like, "Look, I apologize now for you." You know what I'm saying? Like, because he said
out there,
it was what it was. So you know, I think he said, I think she said he was like 4. You know, he was a low number, and you know, she was out there. You know, and look, he still makes choices, and they still together. They do their thing. You know, so if you know what comes with it, and you know, and like you said, you make everybody should have a choice on what they're gonna do with their body, with their self, whatever. You know, for one, as long as you know there's gonna come with some consequences. You know what I mean? It depends on what you want. Now, you know, if you want to be sexually liberated and you can't have both though, more than likely, because most dudes I know ain't, you know, if you out there throwing the box around like that, liberated and all that, you can't be in a relationship doing that too with dudes I know. You know what I'm saying? So like, you have to make a choice, either that or, you know, have the discipline in within yourself, because it you know, because women can, as you well know, women can get sex. You can get sex on the drop of a dime, basically. You know what I mean? About 99 out of 100 dudes, if you say you walk up to them and okay, let's go smash somewhere, they'll do it. You know what I mean? That's just how it goes. So it takes more discipline for a woman. You know, but as long as you know what you're getting into, and if you're ready to, you know, live that life, okay, cool. You know, I can say you know, that'll be a positive impact. But what I see a lot is that a lot of women will go do it, and then, you know, like you see, kind of like you said earlier when we talking about on the previous subject, you get out there and okay, I want to go out there and be liberated sexually,
right?
But then these dudes that you get with, that's all you getting from them. It's
right.
But usually, most women, 9 out of 10, they want to go further than that. And he's like, "No, I want you to go back to, you know, like you said in the previous example, won't you go back to your husband or go to this dude or whatever." So if that's what if that's all you getting, okay, that's all you're gonna get, most likely. You know what I mean? We just gonna keep it a stat. You know what I'm saying? But if you want more than that, you can't have your cake and ice cream. That's what I'm saying. And if you cool with that, okay, then you good. But like, if you try to switch it up after you done had your cake and now I want to eat this ice cream too. Nah, don't work like that. That's negative. So I would say 50-50, bro, because it's you know, because I see a lot of posts be like, what a good being that, why nobody don't want to commit. And, you know, I could just speak for me. like if I had a choice between a woman that was, I'm not even gonna say virgin, but like let's just say she had a low, like I had two women the same. I'm gonna go with the one with the lower body count. That's just what it is because I've been disciplined. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's my preference. But like that, I'm just one man though. So I don't know, what every other man thinks or whatever. So I would say 50-50 is is it half and half, my brother, on the impact of them. You know what I'm saying?
What I mean by impact women positively, like what has it done positively for women? Like because before you go any further.
Okay.
And this is what I want males to understand.
Okay.
Sexual liberation don't necessarily just mean having sex. Sexuality covers a wide range of things.
That's true.
So a woman can be sexually liberated and not be actually sexual with a man. She can be sexually liberated as in the way she dress. So she may say, well, I dress this way because it makes me feel confident. It makes me feel beautiful. So this is how, and this is why I dress this way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And or I have became a little bit more of a flirtatious person, but I'm not taking it there with nobody. You know what I mean? Like, so it doesn't necessarily mean she's laying down in a bed with somebody.
Okay.
Because obviously, as you can see, just sexual liberation just don't come between men and women. You got
True.
women and women together.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
And as you know, with males, a woman can say, "Well, I lay down with 100 women," and the man will be like, "Oh, well, that ain't bothering me none," because
That's
it
true.
ain't like laying down with 100 men.
That's true.
And that's a different ball game.
It is, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because let's be honest. If a woman tell a man, "I lay down with 100 women," most men gonna be like, "Hey,
yeah,
can you find some of those
women
and bring them back?"
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
he
that's how they gonna look at it.
He think about Minaj action. Yeah, he is.
He thinking about the benefit of him. It don't benefit him when there's another man in there.
Yeah. True.
Or it don't benefit him to be with a woman and she done been, spunked around the whole neighborhood with men.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So the way we look at this thing is different. We look at this thing a different way. So when it just comes to liberation, it can mean a lot of things outside of sex. So when I say positively, like, did it impact women? With when you look at like the Lizzos, obviously you look at the Meg. I'm not even gonna call particular names. You look at the rise of the female rapper, and if you think about it, when you think of female rappers, how many of them you think are clothed that you could think of? Because the ones you think that are clothed, you look at them like conscious rappers.
Yeah,
you don't really think of conscious rappers off the top of your mind when you think about rappers. You think about the ones who talking about selling drugs, killing, dealing, doing this.
Those are the ones that push. Yeah.
So exactly.
Yeah.
So the women who are clothed don't even come to your mind.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right.
If I tell you think of your top 5 rappers, women, you're gonna think of top 5 rappers, and 9 times out of 10, they're gonna be naked women.
Yeah.
Pretty much predominantly naked women.
Yeah.
So
that's true. What they say in sex sales?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's true.
So just as women become more liberated sexually, it doesn't necessarily mean she becomes more naked either.
It's true.
Why? Because there's a lot of women who only see sexual liberation in their case as I do what I do behind closed doors with who I want to do it with. But when I'm out here, she can be quote unquote modest dressed.
That's true. That's true.
You know, she could just have a wild nature behind closed doors.
That's true.
So what I'll tell men is don't get fooled by modest dress either. You know,
Facts.
don't get fooled by modest dress either.
Yeah.
You're
right.
But have you, and we're gonna close out this topic, but have you seen it? Have you seen a positive impact outside of, oh well, it has brought women to make more money?
And that you just took, you took my thunder, because that's all I was gonna say. Like they, it's a lot of, like, if we just go back, before this, before the liberation, a lot of these industries, like a lot of the industries really was controlled by men, like pimps and all of that. They, like, the men would go, like they the women would do it, but then the men would take most of the money. Like that's usually how I go. Now they just get their money directly. So other than that, I mean, you to, like I say, if about the women that really think it through, and that's what they decide to do, then yeah, I mean, they got they they living their best life if that's what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like like, let's just say the shame and the judgment has been taken away on the most part. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we talking like over the airways, because you really can't speak on that in the negative, like, because they gonna come for you. Like how it seemed like they was coming for you in the comments. You know what I mean? So for the women that really want to do it, yeah, I think they got they they don't have to worry about what what's being, how they're being portrayed if they are liberally, sexually liberated. Yeah, so but if that's not what you really want to do, or if you decide to switch it up, then yeah, it's negative. You know what I mean? So I would say the positive is just the lack of judgment, but like, and the money. That's in my opinion. You know what I mean? But what you think about that, brother? You think? Do you think it's been a positive impact on these on sexually liberated women?
Has it been a positive impact?
Yeah.
Outside of just giving them more access to different streams of money, I you know what, man? And this might sound strange.
Okay.
I think the deeper off women have gotten into sexual, like, just orientation in different things.
Mm-hmm.
What it has opened up their mind to is the amount of danger that comes with it, though. I know a lot of women wouldn't know about the dangers that comes with, like, sex trafficking and things of that nature if they wasn't in a super liberated sexual state of life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't know about it.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of women are more on alert of their surroundings because of what they do. While the average person, the average woman who thinks, well, I don't live like this, I don't do like this, they don't pay attention to their surroundings.
Yeah.
Because they think, well, I'm not doing this, I'm not in this, so it shouldn't be happening to me.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah. So it comes to awareness with it.
Awareness.
It comes to awareness with it. Yeah, and don't get it twisted. The education of what's going on and what's happening to women, you can get it without being OnlyFans girl or being on some type of you can get that. All you got to do is just get around the right people to look it up. But I think it raised the overall awareness about women's protection.
Yeah.
Just because a lot of women are more into sex work and being sexually liberated and things of that nature, it's globally opening up a lot of more women's eyes about what could possibly be happening.
Yeah, that's true.
Or things that are going on that most women wouldn't think about.
That's true.
You know, so
that's true.
Even though most people gonna see it as a negative, I'll look and find the positive in that negative.
Yeah.
You know, and so yeah, that other than that, and just helping them like getting the more money. Yeah, I really don't see
too much positive.
Yeah. Because I mean, when women come on, you know, we'll talk to some women in the near future, and maybe they'll you know, maybe they'll be able to tell me something or show me something that my eyes can't see.
Exactly.
You know,
because like looking at it from, let's just say, my point of view, you know, I've heard all along, you know, a lot of women over the years be like, man, we don't want to be just sexual objects. We don't want to be seen as that. We want to be seen as more. Okay, fair enough. You know, but in juxtaposition to that, when you come out dressed a certain way, showing off body parts, okay, I know what I'm looking at. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, like I think the perfect word you said was confusion. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, well, you say you want this, but you do this. So that don't, you know, so and like you say, it's not about like, you know, just being sexual. It's just about maybe like, and you said don't get, you know, like you said, don't get confused with the women that's dressed modest. You're right. You know what I mean? So it's like,
well, you know, I'm gonna leave this topic with this.
Okay.
It's to me, it's simple. It's like I can't address people how I encounter people.
Okay.
You understand?
Fair enough.
And that's what a lot of people do. They address people how they encounter people.
Mm-hmm.
Say for instance, I remember I was going into a corner store, and I seen this woman. Obviously, you knew she was on drugs, and you knew she was out there selling her body.
Okay.
Right? You knew it.
Yeah.
Me and this other dude was walking to the store. The lady walked up across the street. Mm-hmm. So the other dude stopped, and he looked at the lady like that, and I went and I grabbed the door, and I was like, you know, come on in. How you doing, Miss Lady, like that? And the other dude was like, man, that hoe would have opened the door for me. He addressed her how he saw her. Mm. You see what I'm saying?
I agree with that. Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I can't be like, because I see you like that, that means I have to address you how I see you. Why?
It's true.
Because I could have been the last person that you saw. Mm. Whether the word, if I would have gave you the word that the other dude gave you, or gave you the word that I gave you, that could have changed your life.
It's true.
These people are already in a bad predicaments and in a bad situations or whatever like that. And they used to the world looking down on them and talking down on them anyway. So why, as a person, I have to govern myself to not be like the rest of the world.
Yes.
So when I see them and I encounter them, I give them encouragement. I say something nice to them. Why? Because my word could be like, dang, they still are good people in here.
I agree.
And that could spark a person's a mind or heart to change to be better.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But people don't see it like that. People like, well, you know, I see this person as a dog, or that's how I'm gonna treat them.
Yeah.
And we can't do that. So when it comes to a woman, like you said, you could be walking down the street butt naked. I'm not gonna treat you like nothing. I'm just like, you know, going by, like I said, if I can't say nothing nice, I ain't gonna say nothing at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what we have to do.
Yeah.
We have to, if we can't, we have to start sticking to that. We ain't gonna say nothing nice. If we're not gonna bring anything positive to the situation, just keep your mouth closed and keep on going. You know, keep your opinions and keep on going.
True that.
You know.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
Other than that, man, we'll spend about